my level 7 class. All right, there we go. There we go. All right, still going. All right, today we're going to be debating zoos. Should they continue to exist? Really about animal welfare, I suppose. Our students have been working really hard to, oh, okay, I'm just going to trust that the battery will live long enough. Okay. How does that image look? Laura, you see it there at home? Does it look okay?
No, teacher, down there.
You need to lower it or tilt it down a little bit. Too much ceiling?
Yeah, but no, you know what, teacher? Maybe from here.
You think so?
Yes, because we cannot see. The camera is not.
Okay, I'll do it right there. Sounds good. You might not hear it as well. Okay, so hey y'all, let's go get started, and we'll y'all can make your way to your places here, and I'll hand out the surveys. So this morning we're going to do 2 different debates. Here you go. Survey. Here you go. Hello. Okay. Yeah. Here you go. Work it up. That's it for most of y'all. All right. All right. So, yeah, like I said, this is a level 7 class, and we're going to be debating zoos. Should they continue to exist? By the way, did anybody send me something, a PowerPoint or an image or anything like that? Nope? That's fine. Good. Even better. That's fine. All right. So the way this is going to work is there's a team over here that says, yes, zoos should continue to exist. They're useful, they're helpful, they're harmless maybe, etc. Okay, and this other team is going to be making the case, no, zoos should not continue to exist. Be interested to know what they're going to say. You guys have 7 minutes, and you all have 7 minutes, 5 minutes, 5 minutes, 2 minutes, 2 minutes. Okay, enough of that. All right. So, would you folks like to? I'll leave it as a volunteer sort of thing. Is it okay if they go first? Or they go first? Yeah. Usually what I do is I let Team 3 go first, unless someone really wants to, and then I'll ask what it is. Sounds good. Okay. All right, y'all. Those of y'all in the audience, let's give them your attention. Let's give them a big hand. We work really hard. Give y'all 7 minutes to make your opening arguments. Okay. Here we go. There you go.
Today,
oh, hey, ladies over there, we're starting up.
Hey, go.
Oh, sorry.
our team is going to talk about the importance of zoos and we're going to display some arguments, and I'm going to start with some of them. Zoos play a crucial role in the preservation and conservation of the animals, the wild animals, especially those that are endangered, and by providing a safe and controlled environments, zoos can help to, for example, protect certain species from poaching, habitat destruction, and other dangers. Zoos can maintain healthy and genetically diverse population through keep doing controlled breeding programs. Those breeding programs can help for the conservation of the animals in danger. Also help increase the population of certain species, which can help to prevent their extinction. Also can maintain genetically diversity, essentially for long-term species survival, and reintroduction into the wild. Okay. Another important role that zoos can have is they can help in the education. They can create programs for kids or for adults. Those programs can help to increase the awareness about the importance of the animals, about the conservation, and about the human impact on the environment. Also, those programs can help to promote the empathy and respect for the wildlife, and provide formal or informal programs education, and those programs can help to interact with the animal closer, because if we are close to the animals, we can feel them, and we can learn about them, and we can respect also their habitat, and we can inspire future generations to continue protecting them, conservation, and in general the environmental protection. Okay, I don't know who is doing it.
Oh, well, you guys still have time. Yeah, you guys still have time.
Okay.
Oh, no, this is your time, so if you all want to keep talking, you can, you like, yeah. All right, cool. Yes.
Morning, guys. We're gonna continue our argument about sure the zoo can continue to exist. So the one point is because they rescue animals. Some cultures, some people take the animals to the wild and come to bring for your house and make them pets. But they don't do the good life for them. Make sense? Because the good life is in the wild. So, but the animals, when they rescue, they can go back to the wild because they don't know they don't know more how they running for food, because they have food easy. So they know more hunter like that, you know. So this is why they go to the zoo, and then they try put the better place for they live. And also they use that for show the people, like the city people, how is the animal in the wild, you know that? So they can show you all, no take the animal to there, because here they don't have good life. But these animals there, they have to be there because they can no more live in the natural habitat. Also, a lot of animals, they close to extinct. So the zoo try to breed in there and make in reproduction, and also put back the natural. Okay, so the zoo not just for the people go there and look the animals, but they have more job for them. And I think that.
Okay, yeah, you want to keep talking?
So our group strongly believe that the zoo will exist because of some reasons. Have you ever been in the Singapore National Park, National Zoo? Do you know where is the modernist zoo in the world? Do you know?
Houston Zoo.
Oh no, Singapore.
Singapore.
Yes, the government pay a lot of money to cover a large area to capture wild animal in.
Oh.
So if you come there, you can touch the wild animal, the butterfly, flying over your head, or touch the reptile, or you feel very close to the danger species, for example, tiger, or monkey because we only separate them small river, so we can see them. We feel very close. Yes, and you know when nowadays we live in the technology-driven society, so not only the children, but also the elders spend a lot of time using the social media. So I strongly believe that the Jew is one of the most bad place for the people go there. When the children go there, they can learn how to take care of the wild animal, and they will know how intelligent animals are. Yeah, and I think it's a good place. And
I'm so sorry, you're out of time, but I'm gonna let you continue your ideas later, okay? So I'm gonna let the other team now continue. Your team had the 7 minutes, I'll let you continue later, okay? I'm sorry, you gotta sit down now. Yeah. Yes, I'm sorry, misunderstood, yeah. Okay, beautiful, beautiful, you're great, okay, cool. Yeah, give them a hand, everybody, yeah, the first 7 minutes. All right, sorry, so that's the way it works out, 7 minutes. I forgot, where was that bell coming from? I didn't realize it was my computer. Okay, first of all, I'll just give you some feedback as to how you're saying it, etc. Yeah, Ms. Natalie, I think you're a long list of things. That was great. A lot. You used the word conservation a lot, but your point was that you're just saying these animals are endangered and it's essential for their preservation and education and empathy toward animals, etc. These programs. The way you were phrasing it, more or less, was more or less good grammar. You're keeping all the verbs straight, etc. You're repeating the same word a lot, but that's okay. I follow what you're saying just fine. No problem. Mr. Dennis, that was your point. Basically, was a lot of these animals living in the wild would be in trouble. I think is your point, right? Wild. You're trying to say willed. It's a different pronunciation there. Oftentimes you're using for instead of to, etc. Extinct instead of extinction, but whatever. Ms. Tao, great use of rhetorical question. Do you know what the biggest zoo in the world is? That was a great way to start. And I didn't mean to cut you off, but I'll let you continue later. Okay? Sorry. And etc. And for the most part, your sentences were structured well there, etc. By the way, for those of you all also who are Korean, actually, let me see. Let me do a little experiment real quick. Say that word. Jew. Okay, I hear you saying that. Okay? Yeah. Person from Israel. Okay? Zoo. Okay, that's a little habit. Those folks that come from Asian languages, y'all might have the temptation to say Jew, zoo. Yes. Zoo. Okay, but anyway, I heard you say it too. That's okay. Yeah. Jew, zoo. You. There you go. That's not bad. Yeah, this is more like an S sound. Other than that, I thought you were on your way to making a really good point. I feel bad that I stopped you. I'll let you continue later. Okay? Okay. Now coming up to the big table is the other side. You guys will have 7 minutes, and afterwards y'all have 5, and etc. Zoo. Yeah, this happens. The Z sound comes out as a J sometimes. All right, let's give them a hand, everybody. 7 minutes for them. All right, 7 minutes for them. There we go.
Good morning, guys. Good morning, teacher.
Hello.
So we have from team history about the zoo should exist. Here are 6 reasons for the zoo shouldn't exist. The first one, animal suffering and poor welfare. The zoo animals often suffer physically and mentally because the enclosures can't realize their natural habitats. They may develop health problems, show abnormal behaviors like biting or biting, and experience frustration due to lack of freedom and stimulations. The second reason is loss of freedom and nature behaviors.
Zoo animals are deprived of their natural instinct and freedom. They can't choose how to live, to hunt, socialize, and even a mate, a partner, which lead to bereavement, frustration, and prevent them from behaving as they would in the wild. So the first reason is the zoo rarely have conservation, like they say. While zoo claim to have endangered species, research just show us it's very small percentage of the zoo animals are truly endangered in the wild. So most animals in the zoo are not endangered. So the conservation arguments is often misleading and exaggerated. So we continue will be with Miss Emma.
Good morning, everyone. I will continue. When we discuss whether the zoo should exist, we are talking about two major issues: animal rights and money. So first, many animals are taken directly from the wild when they are babies under the claim of conservation. In the past 2 decades, I think the United States have imported more than 30,000 animals directly from their nature habitat. And half of them are directly from their nature habitats. And there have been cases as recent as 2019 where zoos in China and the United States sought to import the wild-caught African elephants. However, once these animals are in captivity, it's almost impossible to return them to the wild. And studies have found that no gorilla, polar bear, elephant, or chimpanzees has ever been released back to its nature environment once these animals were born in a zoo. For conservation, we have several alternative ways, such as personal conservation programs. It can help protect the endangered species without putting them on display. So while humans may have the right to study animals, taking away from their nature habitats is not the right we should exercise. And zoos reinforce the ideas that humans have the right to take away from animals' freedom simply for our own benefit. And second, most zoos have one main goal in mind, which is maximizing revenue. In some cases, animals are forced to perform for visitors and are separated from their families, causing further distress. In the end, zoos are more about entertainment and profit more than true conservation or education. So for these reasons, we believe that we should rethink the existence of the zoos and we should look for more ethical ways to protect or learn about wildlife. Thank you.
Team, is that it? Okay, cool. We'll stop there. So that was the first segment, y'all, and so that was the first 7 minutes that y'all made those opening arguments here. Let me duplicate this real quick. Okay, now this team over here can continue on with 5 minutes now. And by the way, when you're up here, you can kind of glance over and you can see the clock, and you'll know how much time you got there. So you guys, and I'm so sorry to cut you off earlier. Now, if you want to continue, or however you want to do it, you can continue what you were saying earlier, okay? Let's give her a hand, everybody. Yay! All right.
We strongly believe that the zoo will exist for the research. You know, a lot of species are in danger or many threatened are listed in the Red Book. So the scientists are trying to collect to restore the genetic ADN of animal. Why we need? Because we need for the future generation. We don't want the next generation have never seen the animal anymore. Yes, so why the scientists need to study the wild animal? Because nowadays a lot of scientists observe the behavior of wild animals, how they make love, how they feed the baby, how they take care of the baby. So we need to know the animals, the behavior of animals, to know if they are wealthy, they have good health or they have a bad health. Why we need? Because the scientists try to have to give them the best condition. Otherwise, the scientists also want to study how the environment affect to the wild animal. Climate change, the food sources lost, many conditions can affect not only the human, but also the wild animal. So the scientists need the wild animal in the captive to analyze and also how to help them. That's it.
I agree when they said the animals no need to live in the zoo. So this is why the zoo is important, because the zoo doesn't take animals from the wild.
Yeah, why?
It's rescue animals that have been illegally taken from their natural habitat. So these animals are no longer able to serve in their natural condition. Okay, that's why the zoo is so important. Nowadays, some of these animals were born in captivity. So these animals, they don't know how they live in wild. So proof of this is if you take an adult wild animal, it will not survive in captivity, because they live all their life in the wild. If you put this animal in the captivity, they're gonna depression and they're gonna die. So and this is no good for the people watch. Make sense? So this is no make sense. They take I'm gonna take like a elephant adult. So how you can put him in the little place and they broke everything, you know? So when they talk, they take animals, they take like the people. I don't know why take the animals for like a pet. So today we have dogs, they are a pet, but before dogs live in the wild, and they make dog like a pet. So these animals in the zoo, they make them pet. I don't know why. Somebody take in the floors, baby, give the food and take like a pet. This is why the zoo, the government say no, you can have the animal wild in your house. Come here, but they can go back to the wild because they not right now is they a pet. So they go to the zoo and they put them in the better place for they live like they say in the wild.
Perfect. Okay, I'm only 22 seconds left. Yeah, did you have something else to say? Maybe save it for the 2 minutes at the end or something? Okay. All right. So, hey, good use of your 5 minutes there. Okay, folks, you folks over there, you have 5 minutes to respond back to what they're saying there. All right, here you go, Miss Hall.
Okay, so you say the zoo is education for the like the children, but it's miseducation rather than true education. The zoo often learn to education the public. So, but the study showed that observing animals in captivity doesn't provide accurate information about their nature, behavior, and habitats. In some cases, the zoo visits can even give the children the wrong idea about animal and conservation. And one of the most important things is zoos are primarily for entertainment and profit, make money. So that's why lack of education and conservation, zoo mainly exist to entertain and make money. This focus on profit can lead to poor living conditions for animals and decisions that disaster experience over animal welfare.
As Hans just said, actually there are only like 1/5 of animals are endangered at the national zoo. So most of them actually are not endangered. So if we go to the zoo to watch those animals, people cannot really get the idea of which species are endangered. And one more thing is, actually the zoos only exist for humans alone. It's not for their welfare. Like I said before, private conservation program is another option. And if we want to watch those wild animals, we should actually spend more money, like go to ethical safari tours or boat tours or go hiking the mountain, rather than confine them in a restricted area just for our own benefit. So that's my point.
Okay. Is that it?
Yeah.
Good? All right, you just wait till the end, I guess? Right.
Yes.
Okay, no problem. That's fine. You'll have to use all 5 minutes. Yeah, so that's, okay. Kate, there we go. That's ready. Okay. All right, so for those of y'all who are in the audience, we're coming up to the part where each team is just going to make some closing summary points. They're welcome to use this new time to make new arguments if they want to, but it's just basically a summary. And for those of y'all who are have a survey, remember what you're doing is you're going to vote for the team that you think made the better case. Right? Not necessarily the one that you personally agree with. Of course, that will influence your opinion, but you know. As you saw in the email yesterday, I'm going to make it available to everybody. I'll send a PDF. If you make comments on there, everybody will see it. So maybe don't put your name on it. So on that stuff, on that little survey there. All right, y'all. And maybe after they're done with their 2 minutes, you guys can think of some questions you'd like to be asking. One of the teams will open it up for Q&A at the end. All right, you folks will have 2 minutes at the end to talk if you want to. You don't have to say anything new. Anybody, 2 minutes up here? Okay, all right, everybody's, yeah, give them a hand, everybody. Give them some confidence. Yeah,
so what I want to say is zoos should exist because they are gonna take, who else is gonna take care of the animals who are in danger? I mean, the human, we are destroying the nature, the wildlife, we are doing that. And the zoos have people who knows the behavior and how to interact with the animals. So for us, they should continue existing.
Sure.
And then if you want to say
With it? Cool.
Okay. So the only opportunity for you to see a wild animal, endangered animal, without putting yourself at risk. So I want to see a tiger. Okay. They say, oh, go to the wild. Oh, okay. You go there. but the animal gonna attack you. Make sense? So easy you say, oh, okay, I want to see a bear. Go to the mountain, beautiful, right?
They are going to eat
But
you.
go there, and you put your life in risk. So also, once again, animals should live in freedom. It's not the point. Zoo no exists for take the animals in jail. No, they exist because some people is a culture. They take the animals and they make it a pet. The same you have your child and just in the house you give everything. They don't know cook. They don't know wash the clothes. They don't know do nothing. When they adult, they're gonna die because they don't know live. The same with animal. They don't know how they gonna to take the food. This is why the zoo is important because they help them to live, and also this is an opportunity for the people who live in the city and can look the animals and say, oh, look, this is important. The animals here because somebody take them in the correct place, but the correct place is not here. Okay, so this is how the zoo can help them.
Okay, cool. Give me a hand, everybody. Yay. All right. I'll tell you what, I'll give you a total of 3 minutes because I went over time a little bit. No break. So you'll have an equal amount of time. Okay. All right. Let's give them some confidence, everybody. Get in front of people's hearts.
Yay.
I believe in you. I believe in you, man.
So, to conclude, I think strongly believe that you should not continue to eat it. So we saw that you don't truly have endangered animals. Most animals in use are not part of any real conservation efforts. They are kept on display, not for protection. This makes the conservation improvement and misleading. So we also explain that you can teach people one idea. Watching animals in small cages doesn't teach us how they live in the wild. Instead, it teaches us that keeping wild animals in a natural place is acceptable, but that's not true. And more importantly, animals suffer abuse. They lose their freedom, live in small places, and often feel stress and boredom. Some of them have the mental health problem because they're not living in the way natural instinct. Animals belong in the wild, not in the cages for people entertainment. If we truly care about that, we have to protect them, not keep them behind the box.
Okay, cool. Is that it? Yes. Oh, you want to say one minute? Yeah, she's got your time. Yeah, no problem. All right. So.
Okay, like what Dennis said, if you want to see the tiger, like we say to Dennis, to another team, if we want to see the tiger, have to go to the wildlife, and then they hunt you or they eat you or something like that. They're chasing you. But that's why we have a safari. Safari is a travel experience focused on observing wildlife. So it's especially since the East Africa is very popular right now. If you guys like to see the animal in the wildlife, so we don't need to go to the zoo. The zoo, they keep them, they protect them, they control them, and they have very poor condition and poor welfare for them. They sick, they pacing, they walk like this, they rest and they fighting. They try to kill themselves because they need rest and they don't know where are they right now. The nature should be in the nature. We believe, we strongly believe it.
Okay, I can tell. All right, give me a hand, everybody. Yay! All right, so I can say, boy, both teams really prepared a great deal and made some very distinct arguments. Both y'all did. I forgot to give y'all some feedback as to how y'all were saying things and stuff as far as your delivery and stuff. I like that Ms. Hong and Dennis, both you guys, intentionally said the other team said this, but they're wrong because of that. Yeah, both of y'all were very listening to the other team and anticipating what they're gonna say and contradicting them. That's good. That's good. Your the flow of your English is so effortless. Broad vocabulary. Yeah, that's great. let me see. The word, let me see if I can find it. It's also there it is. Safari, yeah. Safari. It's on the second syllable, all right? So it's the, of course, it's the web browser on your Apple phone too, but yeah, it's the same word. So yeah, everybody say safari.
Safari.
Yeah. Y'all were stressing on the first syllable, saying suffering, right? Right, which is related to you were saying suffering on the first syllable, and I was hearing suffering.
Suffering, I heard that.
Safari, yeah. Safari. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So let y'all know. I think you said it once too. But aside from that, yeah, there were some other things. But again, I like your use of rhetorical questions. You know what I'm saying? Bada bing, bada boom. Okay. Great use of. Whatever, let's see what else is I going to say. Oh, I like that y'all were offering an alternative to zoos. Yeah, don't just get rid of them. The safari is an alternative. And statistics, only one fifth. Interesting. So you're bringing in some statistics of things. Only 1/5 are actually endangered, huh? Okay. Hey y'all, let's open this up to Q&A now. Okay. So, would anybody here like to weigh in? Everybody say weigh.
Weigh in.
Yeah, was that a question? Yeah, okay, let's hear it.
Question for Team Agree. So you guys say that zoos should exist, right?
Mm.
But like when they're in the wild, they hunt and they go and search for their food themselves. They can eat as much as they want. But in zoo, because zoo have a limited kind of funds, they cannot provide that kind of quantity of food. For example, take a lion for example.
Yeah.
Okay, lions hunt, and if they're very hungry, they would eat a whole deer.
Mm-hmm.
But in zoo, they cannot provide him with a whole animal. So do you guys think this would affect on their health?
Yeah, but this is not the point. Zoo is not responsible for that. It's no zoo go there and take the animals to counter the animals. They rescue animals. So it's no zoo problem because zoo no go there. Oh, I need one lion. I go there, hunter, and put in the zoo. No, this no happen.
No.
I understand your point, but your point is if I put the same animal in the habitat, they not gonna live because they don't know more how they hunt. Yeah. So zoo do the best for preservation than there. But they can put one dog there for a lion go there and hunt it and eat.
Oh,
makes sense? This is natural. Well, they can do. But if they do that, the people gonna, oh my God.
Well, I mean, you said it was entertainment. That would be very entertaining. Yeah.
They do the better, but the point is this animal can go back to the wild because they know more, they know prepare more for back there. Okay? This is why this will exist for the rest of them.
Did anybody else want to say something? No? Okay. Yeah, okay. That's fine. No problem. Yeah, they're used to hunting animals and stuff. Did anybody over here want to weigh in about that? No? Okay. Bada bing, bada boom. Who else would like to weigh in with a comment or a question? Anybody? No. Okay.
Guys, you did a good job.
Yeah, very thorough. Both of y'all did. Okay. Yeah. Both did.
Good reasons.
Yeah, I mean, it makes you think, right? Yeah, it does. Yeah.
I agree with you guys.
Oh, which one did y'all agree with?
I agree with you.
Oh, you did that yesterday. I agree with everybody equally.
We're supposed to choose one.
No, in real life, we can feel conflicted. I honestly don't know. I like going to the Houston Zoo personally, but at the same time, I'm a little conflicted. I'm with you. I don't know.
Yeah, I like the idea about the zoos when the zoos want to protect the animals, and that is something good, But also, I agree with them because they should be in the wildlife, so in their habitat, and they have to survive, and of course, they're going to survive.
And I think,
but we agree with that also.
Yeah.
We agree that the animal need to be in the wild, but when they will have the animal and they cannot go back to the wild, what you gonna do with them?
well, I think another main point you guys were making is driven by the profit motive and for entertainment is one of the other
I
things.
understand that.
Yeah, that's also going to be
Like exploration the animal for.
exploiting it. Yeah, true.
But they need to feed the animal, so.
And then
Why they need to
they
make
need
money
to
also.
charge like something for the entrance because they need to pay for
Yeah.
everything.
Sure. Okay. And I'm sorry. I'll let you all weigh in if anybody wants to say anything. No. Okay. Very good. All right. Sounds good. I'm okay. So for those of y'all watching on the internet, what happened was whenever they got put into their teams. Sorry, that's too much space. When they got put into their team, were put in randomly. So they were not necessarily put into the team that they necessarily agree with. I'm just curious. Dennis. Now that the debate is over, you can stop pretending now. Yeah. Do you personally agree in real life? Were you put into the team that you personally agree with? That you
I prefer the animals in the wild.
Okay.
First point. But if you can introduction them back to the island is the better options. Like if you rescue and you put them in the control place for they start to hunt and they start to normal life, and then you put them back to the wild. For me, is the best way.
It's a better model. Maybe you're leaning closer to them. That there's a better way.
Yeah,
to do
but
it.
safari is different because safari, the animals live there
Yeah.
and you're gonna visit. But it's different when you rescue and you need adaptation then back to the normal life. So
Sure.
it's a hard job for. So.
Okay, cool, yeah. By the way, when I'm listening to you talk, if I should let you know, oftentimes you're using like an adjective when you mean to use a noun. You know, we've talked about it before. That's right. Yeah. Word forms. You try to use the verb form and you're using the adjective. So that's the main thing I noticed is keeping word forms around. Hey, I'm sorry. Were you put into the team that you personally agree with? Huh? Yeah.
I prefer the wild animal to the nature.
Okay.
Even though I know the researcher need to bust the research to protect the gene or the preservation for the next generation.
Mm-hmm. Okay, fair enough. Got it. Were you? Thank you. Were you put into the?
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. Fair. Okay. You would prefer they stay in the wild too? Yeah. So y'all have not visited the Houston Zoo? Have you visited?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. It's not really. I think. Okay. I'm just curious. This team over here. Thank you all. This team over here. Were you put onto the team that you personally agree with? Huh? Yeah. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I don't like the zoo.
Oh, wow.
I've been to the zoo only one time when I'm very small. So I don't like to see them suffering.
Yeah.
And they not them. They not them. They like different, so different. They like I say, they don't know where they. So
Where they are. They
where,
don't know
where they are, so they suffering and it's poor condition, poor welfare for them. So
Well,
that's why.
I mean, there are like the zoo that you mentioned in Singapore probably has a much higher standard of.
Oh,
Yeah.
so have so totally different.
Sure.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
they have like better condition,
Yeah.
better welfare for them, and a lot.
Right.
They pay a lot of money for everything. So that's why maybe it's okay.
Okay, but
I
yeah,
mean,
but your
visit.
personal experience has been pretty horrifying.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very
Fair enough.
important. That's why I don't like.
How about you? Do you agree with your personally?
Yeah, I agree.
Okay. You're in the right team, huh?
Yeah.
How about you, Tom? Do you have an opinion about this? Yeah? Oh, you're in the right team? Okay, sound good? Yo, let's give them a big hand. Look at that. Yeah, they did a great job, man. All right, let's end it up there.